Hey everyone, it's gbaby. Alright, so before you guys say anything, these are my plants. I know they look kind of weird, like behind my head, but they are my plants. They're my babies. So this one right here is my little girl Umbrella, and then this little guy over here is Dracula. Um, but yeah, today I just wanted to really talk about um a very, very touchy subject with me. Um, and it's gotten me into a lot of debate um with my friends, with my family, and it's just been kind of like, I don't know, it's just been awkward. So I just wanted to like touch on a topic that I think everyone should at least try or talk about or something like that, or talk about with their friends. But I decided about a year and a half ago to be vegetarian. Um, I mean, granted, on the weekends when I might be a little drunk, I'm not a vegetarian because I'm just like super duper hungry and I don't have any self control. Um, but I am a vegetarian and I try to be, but sometimes it's really hard when your friends and your family are not vegetarians. Ooh, excuse me. But I find it very, I don't know. It's just very easy for me as a very rational, respectable human being to not eat meat. Um, because I do love animals. I'm such an animal lover. I love like the world that we live in because it is absolutely beautiful. You travel to all these places or you see pictures online and you can't help but respect what the world is and the world has given us. And it just makes sense to me to be a vegetarian and to not kill animals because we're hungry or because they're there. You know what I mean? Like I I just respect animals way too much just to like kill them and eat them. But that's just my opinion. Other people have their opinion. But what I always try to go back to, and it's really funny because I have a Facebook and I was posting all these pictures of like animal cruelty and how people like treat animals and like stuff like that. So the funny thing is, my cousin actually blocked me on Facebook, and she messaged me and she said, "Hey, look, I just wanted you to know, if you were gonna look for my Facebook, I am not your friend anymore because you keep posting these gross animal death pictures and stuff like that." And she said, not everyone in the world is gonna be vegetarian. And I was like, yeah, I totally understand that, but you need to understand what goes into these animals suffering. Like when you pick up a hamburger or a piece of chicken, like, do you know exactly what those animals have been through that had, um, like, for you to get that piece of chicken or that piece of hamburger? You have absolutely no idea, and it's so important to to like go out there and research things and buy from local farmers and stuff like that because they don't have like gigantic slaughterhouses where these animals are pushed underwater in an antibacterial bath, almost drowned to death, come out, and then they're shot in the head. Like, they're scared to death. They almost drown. And what I always say to these people is like, well, not these people, but like people who aren't vegetarians, um, is like, would you want that to happen to you? And I've always said that. And they just don't get it, because just because we as people can talk and we can build stuff and we can communicate eloquently to other human beings doesn't mean that every other animal in the world is our subordinate. Just because they can't talk, they have their own communication, they have their own feelings, they have a nervous system that they can feel things and feel emotion. And just because we can't see that doesn't mean they don't have it. You know what I mean? So like, it's literally like committing a murder. Like, if one human was to kill something else, or another human, that would be murder, and they would be put up for trial for that, and probably spend like a lifetime in jail for that, plus some years. But we as a society are just so greedy. We're so greedy. We want more. We want more, and we're more hungry, and we just can't find that balance between respect and what we actually need. And it's just really sad, because there was this, and another thing I always say, I'll get back to the topic that I was going to talk about later, but there's another thing I always say, like, what if you had a, like a dog or a cat? Would you eat your dog or cat? No, because that's your pet. That is your friend. And if you want to, like, kill something because it's just there and you're hungry and you want to eat it, I understand that. Like, if you are out in the wild and there is nothing else to eat, by all means, go ahead and survive. But there is no need to eat animals with our society. There's no need. We have so much food, and we have just endangered species that we need to protect as human beings. But back to the topic, like, if someone came in and killed your dog and ate it, cooked it, skinned it right in front of you, and ate it right on your stovetop, would you not be distraught because your friend, your animal, has just died? Now, how do you feel about, like, poachers and shit when they are out there killing innocent animals who are just trying to survive in the wild, nonetheless? The wild, I couldn't even imagine living in the wild, let alone having to, like, fend for myself and live every day with the stress of, like, something is going to eat me or kill me. That is so scary, and I feel so bad for these animals. But they are strong and they live, but it's just so, I mean, I have a lot of friends that are that go hunting, and I don't talk to them about hunting, or, like, I don't do anything with them on the hunting thing. But it's just, I just don't get it. Like, why do you need to go hunting? I get that you have a license for hunting, and that the deer and there's other animals that are overpopulated, and we need to, well, we don't actually need to control their population. If anything, we need to control the human population, because we are just, like, we are literally taking over this world and creating just, like, an apocalyptic world. It's just crazy how much, like, if you really think about it, we are literally killing every animal on this planet. It's just crazy. But I mean, I chose to be vegetarian because I respect animals way too much, and I respect life way too much. I do. You can call me a hippie. You can call me whatever you want. You can call me, I don't even care. But I come from the city. I am from the city, and it just takes someone who's brave enough to open their eyes and talk to you about what is actually going on in this world and why we need to stop this. We have overfishing. We have extinct animals that humans have killed for what? For food? We've killed off a whole species of animal just so we can eat them. Just so we can eat them. We have endangered species, and we have animals that are suffering because we have, as people, we have a high demand of meat, and technically we don't need meat to survive, which is very interesting. We have a high demand for meat. We have um, so many problems of people just being greedy with their money and their ugh, I don't even know. It's just very it's just very sad what this world has come to and what we as a generation have to live with. I know some people will probably disagree with me, but that's fine. If you come to me with a reasonable disagreement, we can have a chat on here. But if not, and you're just gonna say animals are animals, no, they're not. Because if you have ever had a pet or an animal that you love, you know that there's no way that animals are just animals. Animals are our friends, and we need to protect them because who else is going to protect them from crazy people who are trying to kill them because they want to put their head up on a wall? That doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't know. But that's why I chose to be a vegetarian, and to this day I'm still an avid vegetarian because I do respect and love this world that we live in, and I have um, this vision of what the world could be, but it will take a very long time. But it's up to you guys to make the decision and choose to not eat meat and choose to be advocates for animals and help them in whatever they have, because they can't speak to us, they can't talk to us, so we have to be the voice of the animals and help them. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about vegetarianism or vegan or whatever, like, please do your research or please leave me a message because I would love to hear from you guys. Um, it's not easy being a vegetarian. It's a lot of hard work, and um, but it's definitely worth it in the end. So if you guys, again, have any more questions, please feel free to ask. I hope you liked the video. I hope that you learned a lot and heard my point of view because this has been bothering me for so long. But yeah, I hope you guys liked it, and yeah, gbaby out. Have a good day.